Hands up all those people that have experienced the situation where you had, let's say, five tasks, five tasks set out to do. And by the time the 5 o'clock or the end of the day comes around, you still have five tasks. Hands up. Who's ever? I asked that same question at a local network group, and we all get it. We all know it. We all become busy. But the thing is that we start out with these five tasks, and we get really, really busy during the day. We get to the end of the day, and we still haven't done those five tasks, and it can make you feel lots of different things, like you just achieving anything, you're not bored, etc. And the thing is that when we look back over the day, we go, really busy, super, super busy, feel exhausted. Why didn't I get to those five things? I had those five things set up in my day to go and do. Should have at least ticked off one of them. Surely, out of all those things, I should have been able to do one. Just like the vehicle that just drove around behind me, the reason is because of interruption. And most of these interruptions are in the form of microtasks. These are the little tasks that we do throughout the day that we think nothing of. It's like 30 seconds here, a minute there, maybe there. Of all these little activities that we do throughout the day, these distractions, these things that either we shouldn't do or we really should automate. Okay? We should just delegate to something else. Either we can delegate to another person, have VAs and assistants and all that sort of stuff, and you can do all of that sort of stuff. We can do that. But a lot of these tasks, and even my VAs, I encourage my VAs to do the same. You should automate those. Just automate it. Don't think about it. Like for our social media, that's all completely automated, pretty much. Post the content, it goes out to wherever we want because we've automated that. And these might sound like big things, and the social media is big thing. But if we can concentrate on those micro tasks, small activities that we do every single day, maybe it's attaching a receipt to the appropriate activity or account code inside of your accounting system. Maybe it's responding to one of the networking groups that I do. We do this thing at forwards, a little slip that says, "Hey, I'd like to be able to connect with accountant," and people write down their account and send it to me, and I've got to send an email to them. So we're going through the process of automating some of that process, minimize how long it takes. So all I have to do is type in go, email, go. Even better, I want to get to the point where I can just scan it. Gene will scan the damn thing, work out that it's and send off that first introduction. Look, it sounds disingenuous, it sounds dehumanized, etc., but it's the same message I'm sending all the time anyway because I've templated it. I've standard and systemized it, right? To reduce time, to reduce micro tasks. Now, each one of these tasks, like a paper cut itself doesn't really, when you get too many of them, I haven't actually experienced it, but I can imagine this is horrible, right? This is what the micro tasks are doing to us. They're disrupting us from getting from those five important tasks that we wanted to get. Maybe it's writing a chapter of your book or that blog post, video recording, like what I'm doing right now. Disrupting you from doing the thing that you do and you set out to do today. So how do we solve that? Really simple. We use some smart tools that can automate some of these activities. It's first off, the first challenge is identifying, can it be? The second is working out how to do it and actually doing it. Three things or three. So, but the thing is that you think, well, I don't know anything about tech. How can I automate something when I can barely work out how to use a smartphone? This is the cool stuff. This is the really cool stuff. The systems that we use and that we help clients use. Microsoft ecosystem. And there's others out there. It's not just, but we use the Microsoft, have been designed so that you can do it. Yep. Might not be able to program a VCR, but you can actually automate some day job. And you can do it in about, I demonstrate this all the time to people. It can be done really, really. Automate certain great things like buttons. Press this, it pops up the camera. I scan in for my pay it forward slips. That then gets sent to a folder. That then notifies my VA to start action. The process going. This is the power. It doesn't help you if you get the technologists to do it all the time. You might need them to get started, which is why we have a program called Jumpstart, right? And get in touch, right? That helps get you from I can't program my VR to creating these, right? Program to help you do. And the thing with those microtasks, it's not the task itself that's the problem, it's the interruption and disruption to your workflow that's the Imagine a cat sitting on the couch that gets shoved aside. Cat's going to look at you, she's going to be upset, wander off, and then go find another place to be able to settle. Before they can settle, they have to go their little circle that they do, and then they claw the spot, and then they sort of settle down and wriggle back in. This is what we do after we've come back from a disruption from a micro task. We come back and have to resettle to get back in the mindset to go and address one of those 5 tasks. So if we can solve enough of these micro tasks, you've got more time to be able to solve these 5. Eventually you'll get to a point where you've I can never say that. You've broken up into little boxes, everything that you need to actually do, and offloaded or reduced the amount of disruption you get. To reduce the amount of disruption you get, we save you 30 seconds a day. Just 30 seconds, not a lot. That might allow you to solve one of those tasks. Let's say we saved 30 seconds 5 times because the machine did it. That's 5 potential disruptions you didn't have. Got me? Awesome. And we solve more of this. So we just keep working on solving the tasks. We solve these little things. We do it in a framework that has governance around it so it doesn't turn into chaos. Because the last thing you want to do is create even more chaos in your and talk to us about the jumpstart if you want to help solve that chaos. Right? You know what I mean? Stuff everywhere, it's all over the place. Solving the chaos. Again, help. So we go through the process of solving these little problems, these micro tasks. Suddenly, you can look back on your day, and to start with, you might only be able to get one of those 5 than you were doing previously. Right? You were getting things ticked off. And then we solve a few more of those little micro tasks. You get more comfortable at solving those little and automating some of them. You work out, well, some of them need my attention. That's cool. They're the good ones. Ones that need you involved are usually the good ones. That means you're talking to people and you're doing other stuff. You're helping grow business. Great. The nuisance ones, let's get rid of those ones. So then we solve those ones. We keep solving these. So we're getting less and less paper cuts per day. So eventually you get to a point where 2 tasks. You're getting 2 of those big tasks. Keep going, and eventually you get to 3, and then 4, and then every task you set out to do in the day gets done that day. That's what we want, isn't it? So that's what we're driving towards. Not easy. It takes time. I am still working on doing that much. We're all learning on this journey. Technology is changing all the time. These tasks, we get new tasks. We get more of them coming at us. Once we solve those first couple of hundred, there's another couple of hundred waiting to be solved. Then we have to start stringing together. Now we get better at it. Now we start becoming a little bit more sophisticated. Now we start addressing the bigger challenges of automatic off. Here's the way we design what we do and how we do it. Start with we help you, guide you, we do some of the work for you. But ultimately, we want to get it so you're empowered, you're empowered, your organization is empowered to deliver and solve these micro tasks. Why? A hell of a lot better than we do. B, more paper cuts. C, so let's get rid of all those micro tasks. Let's put our hand down so that we've got the 5 tasks that we set out to do in the day get done, stop getting interrupted by the micro